My ex-boyfriend announced he was engaged 3 weeks after our breakup. His fiancée called me crying the next day. Kyle broke up with me on a Monday morning before work. We'd been together 2 years. He said he needed to focus on himself and his career at the accounting firm. I cried for 3 days straight, ate an entire Costco cheesecake, then blocked him on everything. 3 weeks later, my coworker Ashley showed me her phone at lunch. Kyle had posted on Facebook a picture of him on one knee at some fancy restaurant downtown, holding a ring box. The caption said, "She said yes, can't wait to marry my soulmate." The girl in the photo was blonde, smiling huge, wearing a tight red dress I'd never seen before. I stared at the post. 3 weeks. We'd been together for 2 years and he'd never even mentioned marriage once, not even as a joke. This girl got a proposal in 3 weeks. Ashley grabbed my arm. "Are you okay? That's insane." I just nodded and went back to my desk. I didn't cry. I was too shocked to cry. The next morning my phone rang. Unknown number. I almost didn't answer, but something made me pick up. "Hello," I said, heavy breathing, then crying, actual sobbing. "Is this Jordan?" A woman's voice, shaky and desperate. "Yeah, who's this?" "I'm Nicole, Kyle's fiancée." More crying. "I need to talk to you about him." I sat up straight in bed. "Okay." "He told me you two broke up 6 months ago. He said it was mutual and you moved away for a job." Her voice cracked. "But I saw the photos on his laptop last night. You were together 3 weeks ago." He lied about everything. My brain felt fuzzy. "Wait, how long have you been dating him?" 4 months, she said. "We met at his gym. He said he'd been single for over a year. He was so sweet and attentive and he talked about wanting a family right away. I thought I'd found the perfect guy." I did the math in my head. 4 months. That meant Kyle had been dating Nicole for a whole month before he dumped me. He'd been cheating the entire time. Nicole, he was definitely still with me 4 months ago. We lived together. We had a whole shared Netflix account. She started crying harder. I knew something was wrong. He proposed so fast. My friend said it was romantic, but my sister said it was a red flag. Then last night I couldn't sleep and I opened his laptop to watch a movie and I saw a folder labeled old pics and it was full of you two. Recent stuff. There was one from Valentine's Day this year with a date stamp. He told me he spent Valentine's Day alone watching basketball. He took me to that Italian place on 5th Street for Valentine's Day, I said. We shared tiramisu. Nicole went quiet for a second. He proposed to me at that same restaurant last week. My stomach dropped. The same restaurant. He'd literally recycled our date spot for his proposal to her. Nicole, I'm so sorry. Kyle's a liar. He cheated on me with you and he probably rushed the engagement because he knew you'd eventually find out the truth. There's more, she whispered. I found texts in his phone this morning. He's been messaging another girl from his work. Someone named Bree. Flirty stuff. Recent messages from 2 days ago. So he was already lining up the next one. Classic Kyle. You need to leave him, I said. This guy's never going to change. I'm at my mom's house right now, Nicole said. I left the ring on his kitchen counter with a note that just said, I know everything. Then I blocked him and came here. I just needed to hear it from you, to know I wasn't crazy. You're not crazy. You dodged a bullet. He's been calling my mom's landline nonstop for the past hour, she said, saying it's all a misunderstanding, that you're a crazy ex who won't let him move on. She laughed, but it sounded bitter. But the timestamps on those photos don't lie, and neither do the texts with Bree. We stayed on the phone for another 20 minutes. I told her about how Kyle would disappear for hours and blame it on work meetings, how he'd accused me of being paranoid when I asked why he kept his phone face down all the time. Nicole said he did the exact same things to her. By the end of the call, we'd both decided to post about him in a local Facebook group to warn other women. Nothing crazy, just facts. Timeline, screenshots, the truth. 2 days later, Kyle's mom called me screaming about ruining her son's reputation. I hung up. Then Bree from his office sent me a message saying she had no idea he was engaged and thanked me for the heads up. She'd rejected his advances after seeing our posts. Kyle deleted all his social media that same week.